All right, hello. We are members of our own crew called Speed Wobble Crew. My name is Jeffrey Cordova.
And my name is Adrian Cordova.
We're the
Team
admins.
Riders, Team Riders.
We're the OGs.
Are you related?
We are not related, which is funny. Same last name, but the way we encountered each other was I had a buddy who worked with his older brother and told me, he's like, dude, you gotta meet these guys. Crazy downhill longboarders just like you. We have the same last name. And met with Adrian's older brother, and eventually I met with Adrian and we formed the crew, Speed Wobble Crew.
I guess it's kind of hard to just randomly get into it. I had an older brother who, I don't know what was going through his mind when he decided he wanted to try some downhill. But after trying it himself and being around me, basically just I ended up picking it up slowly as I got older. My brother bought me my first little skateboard and I ended up just skating for fun.
The best thing about Lookout Mountain is you ride it so much. There's this parking lot that sits up here, a road that goes around. That pretty much what starts it. And you push to about right here. And then you got all this chicane here. And the road that goes straight. And we have names for these turns, which is really funny. So you got parking lot here, and we push all the way through here, then drop in through here. And then it goes into these hairpins that go shoot down here, and it goes boom, one loop there, a good loop there, a loop here. This is the first section that you have here. And then it goes into the second section, which is all grip. So you have one big slide here, a few slides here. And then you get around mid-lot, and there's this parking lot called here, Windy Saddle. And you get around mid-lot, and it chicanes hard. And then this is like the end of the second section. So second section starts from here to here, and then you go into the end section. And you got one good loop, and then it goes back and forth, and another one. And then usually the road goes like that, and this is where we shut down, the shutdown zone. And it comes off, and you got a bunch of speed bumps over here. But there's like some parking that sit between here, and that's our shutdown zone. If you're full tucking and taking it, I bet it'll take, a pro, it would take them about 6 minutes to get down this whole road.
So I have parents at home who are very supportive of what I do. And I'm really lucky about that because it's a pretty crazy and dangerous sport for sure. And for my parents to be supporting me, even though, they think in the back of their head that it's a dangerous sport, they still support me. And, it's always good to have that support from your family and stuff like that. But to non-skaters, to non-downhillers especially, what I should say, is that this is a crazy sport.
We know the risk of this, man. I'm just glad you're okay.
To them, this is a crazy sport and we are crazy people. Dude, I fucking love that shit so much. To that, I say, maybe not. Maybe we're not so crazy as you think, because it is a trained and calculated sport. What we do is a trained and calculated sport. We know our limits. We're not going and doing things for the first time. Like, it's all practice over time to get better.
It's definitely a passion.
Yeah,
it's something that we set our minds to. It's something that we want. It's definitely scary, but the biggest thing about downhill is also just respecting the road and yourself. You don't want to take it too lightly or think too lightly of it, like get too confident in riding. You always kind of want to be on top of it because you never know what's going to come your way. You can call us crazy, or you can just call it a love of passion.
Protection we use is definitely our gloves. As you can see, some leather gloves with a plastic puck cutting board type stuff on it.
We do have our helmets. We do have our standard half shell, we like to call it. But then we got our full face helmets here, which are definitely will protect everything. But once we crash real big on this, it pops it. It's only good for one good hit, and then you have to, buy a new one. But the protection is max. So I definitely recommend if you're hitting any speeds higher than 30, you'd want a full face. I do wear knee pads. Mine are on right now. My knees are kind of bulgy. Usually when I ride, I wear them everywhere. And then back here, we do have what you call a spine protector. Me personally had a pretty nasty fall where I hit my spine on a guardrail, ended up getting really bruised and blacked, pretty gross. And after that, I got this guy because without it, you know, who knows what I could break, dislocate, or ruin. I want to keep doing this, so I wouldn't say there's no shame in wearing protection. We're hitting 45, 50, maxing up to 65 miles an hour. I definitely think it's a mindset. For me, I was just a longboarder, been longboarding for my whole life, but never to the extent of this downhill style. The seriousness of it, the speed, the intensity, that's what really gets me. I like the adrenaline rush because, you know, most people are like, what's going through your head? What's this and that? What's happening? And it's just like, really, you don't want to think about stuff. You just do it. And it's not like, you know, we get any bored and we're just like hitting it at 40 miles an hour. No, you know, you start slow, you work your way up to it. But I think the dedication and the passion and the seriousness of it is what keeps you going.
Good stuff. That was awesome, boy.
That was a great one.
Oh, hell yeah. Got you. That was cool, man. I like when you guys do shit like that.